Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Airships Conquer the Skies. Today's beverage is a very refreshing apple and blackberry, or bramble if you prefer, cordial. So in a previous episode of Airships we made, if we go over to design and fight and to the landship editor, open design, we made the Newcastle, which was specifically designed to trundle and lumber towards the enemy static defences and then launch long-range guided missile attacks, and it did exactly what we wanted it to do. The problem is that it's too expensive, so in a sort of pound for pound, cost per cost fight, it's almost certainly never going to win because it's just too expensive. Now, we did discuss some changes that could be made, so removing a fire point, changing the bridge to a cockpit, adding more crew because that was obviously a bit of a problem, probably removing the large coal store and maybe one of the ammo stores to try and cheapen this thing out, and we could probably get it to around about 7,500, which is still too expensive, but it's about right. I would probably remove the telescope as well. So I think a version 2 would certainly be of some benefit. However, we're not going to be doing that now because I did mention in that video that I wanted to make a static structure in a building. And I wanted to make basically a missile silo, and that's what we're going to be doing here. Now, just to point out, I am recording this directly after that last video, so apologies, I can't get back into any comments and mentions because, well, those haven't been made yet, and also the version may have changed by the time this video is out. But we want to make a missile silo. Now, we could, if we wanted to, do something like that and just make a big row of missiles and all the basic stuff around it and then call it a day. But I think that's definitely something we will do in the future, but I think we want to try something a bit different, and I actually want to make something that is, I wouldn't say in existence in real life because I think they've all been decommissioned now, and certainly this is not going to be an accurate representation, but I want to make something that is based on something in real life, and that is a Titan II missile silo. Now, I have the rough idea in my head on how I want to do this, but as I said, it is going to be just a rough representation of that. So one missile only, which is already going to cause us some massive issues. Ammo store realistically wouldn't be underneath, but we're going to place it like that just to get the length of the actual silo itself. In terms of the entranceway, we will have a reinforced supply hatch, 2 of. I want to get a couple of things. Corridor with ladders, corridor as standard like that. We don't want an ammo store. This is where it's going to get problematic. I want a bridge, ideally. And I also want, obviously, a couple of barracks as well. But, targeting computer, it makes no sense to have one because it's 436 generic units of currency, which we don't need because this is accurate already. But it's a targeting computer. We would have one in this. So that's more of a, well, I was going to say aesthetic choice. That's not true. It's a theme choice, and quite frankly, it's going to make this thing even less effective than it probably should be, but there you are. We're going to have a fire point further down, and we'll probably have the entranceway there. Corridor will go along. That's the long cable way, which I don't know how long I actually want to make this, but let's move this stuff further away, like so. And these can actually stay where they go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That should be about right. And then we'll place that in there, followed by 1, 2, 3 levels, and then that's the surface level. And we're going to make sure that's the case because what we're going to do is have, in terms of, where is it, solid shapes, we're actually going to fill this in completely. So this is going to be like the dirt part around it, so there you go, something like that. And the thing is, all this is going to be just filled, which is really bad because this actually costs 8 a piece. But there you go, that's what we're trying to attempt here. In terms of overlay, we already have a problem because that doesn't connect up, and I don't know if there's a way to do that. Probably come along like that. Do we want that? Yeah, we probably do. Remove those along to there, and then 1, 2, 3, which will then go on to level 2 technically, which is where they've got the command and control, which we should have a bridge on there, but I might alter that. Then finally a barracks on the top. Problem with that is we don't have enough crew, so I'm going to have to place another barracks there, which is not right, and we also need a way to go up and down between the floors. Now this, I think, is it's actually like a big dome. It's like a huge bird cage essentially floating in a big concrete slab, so if a bomb would hit, or a missile would hit near, it would shake inside. Like, the ground could shake, but everything inside would shake on these springs and not, break itself to pieces. So that's something we can't model in the game, nor do we want to, but there it is. What else do we need? Well, apparently we can't give commands, and we have no coal, and we do need coal. Resources for coal will go on the... Oh, what am I looking at? Resources. Coal, small coal store. That will go on the bottom there. I actually like the idea of this along that side, because then I can put them like that. That's better. And that technically will now sort of work. We do need a way to give commands to the ship. So we'll go for basic and... actually, it'll just be in command and crew. And we could just place a... Where is it? Cockpit. Could just do that if we really wanted to. Recommended crew 13. And we have 12. So, just a bunk. And there we go. Okay, it's, I think, roughly right. I do stress roughly. But, oh, there's a bit we're missing. Emergency escape hatch. Out this side. Right. Do we really want to do that? Is there any need? There's no need. I think there's an emergency escape hatch on this side that goes up to the top, up to the surface. But quite frankly, modelling it in the game would not yield us any benefit. I mean, technically, we would also have sensors as well, wouldn't, like radio communication, like things popping up. But we're going to try and ignore that. Right. So what do we need to do to make this thing a bit more viable? Because it's far too expensive. Well, we already know that the computer's probably going to go. This is... I wouldn't even call it version 1. It's not even Titan 1. Titan 1's massive. But I think what we can do is reduce this by a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to shift all this along a bit. And we're also going to remove one of those, because we don't need that much ammo. Actually, you know what? We might. Okay, let me try something. Remove all of that, and we'll do that. So the cost is 2,208. Alright. But if we do that, it's 1,977. So this should be further down. But, yeah, we're not going to have it. Right. Titan 2. Technically version 1. I think we're going to have version 2s on this. And probably, actually, we'll probably build it and never use it again. Save the design. Titan 2. Let's say a very rough, sort of almost cartoony representation of what it is. So what we'll do, we're going to go to Add Building, Titan 2. And you can see we can place it. Now the problem is it's not going to place it above ground. That's a slight issue. So what we're going to do, edit landscape, remove, get rid of all this. And we're going to sink it into the ground. Because that's generally where you find these things. Being silos and all that. So we're just removing the land. This is, after all, a bit of a mess around. Realistically, it's going to be infeasible to do this every single fight. But, we're just having a mess around here. And it goes in. It fits in! Right, let me get even closer to the left. Pixel perfect. Click. Okay. So, soil. Yes. Right, fill it in. Oh! Careful now. Oh, I think whatever we're going to do, we're going to have a problem there, aren't we? I think we are going to have a problem. I'm going to try and zoom right in. Move. Now that's pixel perfect. But I don't think we're going to place soil on this side. Yeah, I don't think... Whatever we do, it's going to be a problem. Unless I can... Yeah, you can see it's on either side. Look, it's whatever we go, it's just gonna bump it a bit. So what I'll do is I'll place it like that, and we'll have to sort of basically put up and shut up, which is a shame, but it is what it is. There you go. Right, it's sort of in. Really wish I could go right up against that. Is there a way? Place. Oh, so this would be like rock, I guess. Anyway, that's in. Grass. Then place a bit of grass along there. Nice. Can we place it over the top? No, we can't. And it's in the mountain. Not very well, but it's in the mountain. Okay, so that is 1,977. And what we're going to put it up against? A land ship? Would it be air invasion it would be against? The thing is, this... the whole idea of it is ultimately flawed. Because it's really based for attacking another structure at long range. And that's never going to happen. Let's put it against... I mean... unassailable? That's a high-level bomber. Go on then, it's about the right cost. So, there we go. 1,977 versus 1,909. And, yeah. There it is. And it fires. Okay, there goes the missile. Guiding towards the target. And... boom! Okay. Aimed fire. We are using coal once every 20 seconds, I believe. But yeah, there it is. We've got the entranceway. Entrance portal, I think, maybe? Coming down here, decontamination and blast lock. Other stuff around there. Then you've got your short cableway to your command centre and your barracks. And it's level 1, 2, 3. I think level 1's barracks and such, and where people are. You've got your launch control centre and all the other stuff there, and communications. Then I don't know, I'm not too sure what's on the bottom. Oh, we're getting bombed, and that's not good. And we've lost. And then you got your long cableway to the silo. So we've lost. We've already lost. Of course we've lost. We can't fire. It's too close. So yeah, that doesn't work. Not that we expected it to work very well anyway. Okay, leave the fight, yes. Back over to the combat, and we're going to have it so we'll say building, Titan 2. We'll have to dig this in the ground again, but I'll sort that out in a moment. We could potentially put 2 in, 1 there and 1 there. That would make sense, and then one can shoot the other. One can shoot whatever the other one's like. Ah, okay, we'll do that. So let's put them on the ground. So we'll move that down there. Edit landscape. Remove 15 by 15. So chunk and chunk. There we go. Oh, can I? No, that's about right. And then over here, same sort of thing. So clunk and then clunk. Oh, can you see it's actually going to? It's going to. It's not. That's not actually soil there. It's stone because it's that far down. That's cool. 1 by 1 then I'm going to place this along, and is that the right level? No, it should be 1 level up. So once again soil along there, and then up here, and then we'll just fill this in. Probably go for 3 by 3, it's better. Hang on, 3 by 3. There we go, much easier. And that's now in. We'll go for place grass. Whoops, that's not what we intended. Grass, 1 by 1. You can see that... Good grief. This is not entirely that useful, is it? Because as we're moving it around, it's getting stuck and all sorts. And yeah, it's not very good for quickly placing it and having a fight. But there's 1 in. Right, we'll put this underground now, which doesn't fit. Okay, remove. Another section down there. That section there. Move that in. Why doesn't it fit? Why does it not fit? Move. That's strange. Oh. I don't know why that is. There we go. Goes in now. I don't know what that was. It matters not. Edit. Place soil. 1, 2. I think the third would be a problem. Yeah, it would be. So we'll place that there. Place that there. Remove. 1 by 1. And there we are. Right. So that's underground. So we've got 2 silos underground. It does make me chuckle, that thing. It's totally useless, but you know what? Don't really care. And we have nearly 4,000 of verse. So let's add land ship. Have we got something about 4 grand? Planes, you know, that would be an issue. Because, well, I mean, everything's an issue. I don't know what I'm saying. Everything's an issue. Of course it's an issue. I don't think they would verse that. Encroacher. We would have more. I mean, something like that we could probably verse, realistically. I mean, the closest thing we're going to fight is a Newcastle. Because it's missile v missile. Let's see who comes out first. Rapid fire. And rapid fire. There it goes. There's the incoming. Okay. Damage is getting spread around the place. We've already lost some bits. Yeah, it's actually hitting the dirt though because of the size of it and the way the game targets things. It is actually hitting it is actually hitting some just dirt essentially. Still waiting for the reload and the fire. It's reloading there. Need the computing away. You see they're running down the cableways here to get the ammo and refill it, but we're going to lose that. We're going to lose the silo. And we haven't even slowed the Newcastle down. There we go, we've lost the missile silo. So this one is completely useless now. One advantage is that we've just made a big hole. So will it be able to get past? Because I know what it's trying to do. It's trying to get within the minimum range of both of these silos. I don't think it'll be able to. I mean, this is 8,000. We should have had 2 more. But still. Oh, there we go. There's their missiles out. And we're still targeting their motive systems. Here's the shots back. Good grief, it's hitting. It's actually targeting the missile silo. Taking loads of damage near the blocks there. Obviously nothing I can do here. This is out of the fight. Can't board. Can't transfer crew. Transfer crew? So, I mean, I can say transfer to this. But I don't think it's going to do anything. There you go. So they're coming out the top. And then, oh yeah, they're dropping down and climbing up and round. So we're abandoning the bunker. There we go. There's shots coming in. Oh yeah, that's gone. Okay, there's another fight. That's one thing I didn't do actually. Over to building editor. Open the design. Titan 2. What armor did I put on it? Is that? It's stone wall, I think it was. So we're going to put massive stone wall on it. There you go. Because why not? Save the design. Save. Yes. Leave. Back to combat. We'll go for a knight. Yeah, why not? And land ship. Newcastle. Place that over here. 8 grand. And now the fun comes. Building. Titan 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are overpointed by a bit, but let's give ourselves the best chance possible. Edit landscape. Remove. 15 by 15. So 1 and 2. There we go. And 1 and 2. 1 and then 2. Oh, look at that. It sinks in perfectly, actually. 1 and then 2. Uh-oh. That's a problem. remove those. And let's go for soil, 1 by 1. All the way up to there. This one across there. There we go, that one's in. This one, we can do that. And that. That one's sunk in. So this is actually a really easy way of putting them in. That's in. That one's lined up. This one. Yeah, it's going to be glitchy, isn't it? Place it there. Then move it right down to there. What's that? Don't know what that piece is. Move that. Move all of them. Sink it down another notch. Yeah, that's right. And then soil. There we are. Bit of soil there. Just remove a couple of sections with grass along to there. And there we are. We have 4 of the silos placed roughly in the right place. And start the fight. So there's the silos. Select them all. Rapid fire. And let's see what they look like. So they're all going to be targeting the same tag because there's only one. There's the incoming from the Newcastle. There goes the silos. Yep, there we go. World War III has begun. And missiles out. So we are technically armed with the exact same thing that it is armed with. The advantage that we have is that we have better... I think we have better defense, better armor, and more HP. Disadvantage, it's able to move. And all it's going to do is slowly trundle towards us. And eventually, at least half, probably 3 or 4 of them, will not be able to fire. Another disadvantage, as you can see, it is hitting, and it's hitting hard. And we've got fire in level 2 and 3. That's all kinds of bad. Oh, I actually want a 3. Everything was on fire. The computer is damaged. But it looks like, and sounds like, yeah, we have caused some damage. The Newcastle has taken a fair bit of damage. It's lost all of the ammo underneath one of the missile silos. One of the missile silos itself has taken damage. Looks like they are going to launch. There's 2 more missiles coming towards our first bunker. And incoming straight on the launch control center. That's now being taken out. The computer's taken out, and it looks like we're abandoning that. And now they're targeting the missile silo, and the missile silo itself has been taken out. So it looks like one of the Titan IIs has been destroyed. However, the Newcastle has lost all motive power. The tracks have been removed. One of the missiles is heavily damaged, and we've just had some secondary explosions on the ammo storage, and then another one going, and it's keeping it going. And it's now immobile, and also, I think, without any... it's also without any missiles. Without any armor. On the vulnerable parts. Right, let's go for add building, Titan 2. I'm just going to place it there, right? I'm not going to dig it in. I'll probably change my mind. Airship, about 2,000. What is around 2,200? Got the Athens. That's a carrier. You know what? That's not a bad idea. Let's put the Athens against it. This is a carrier. Something we wouldn't normally try and face off against. And let's see what happens. I know what's going to happen. It's going to rush towards us and we'll die. But, you know, we'll do what we can. And there we are. And now that we've got this down, actually, it's fairly easy to sink this into the ground. Start the fight. Rapid fire. There goes the missile. Probably the only missile we get off in this entire game. There's all the aircraft coming towards us. So we are getting assaulted that way. We've got bombers coming at us. Oh, good damage. So we have bombers coming at us. We've got triplanes and biplanes. I guess the whole point in this thing is to be able to take hits from bombs and planes and aircraft, and so far that's exactly what it's doing. And you can see a lot of the shots are hitting in areas here where there's not much. So I don't know whether extending it, like the soil around it, would actually be a good idea or not. Either way, we can't take out any of these aircraft. We've got no aircraft defense. That was never the intention for this thing. But we don't need to. We just need to destroy the carrier. And we've cut it in twain. It seems that the vessel has split in two. There's another shot coming. I can hear it. Coal, we're on 8 of 12. Ammo, we are... Oh, we've got loads of ammo, actually. Where's the missile? There it is. Good. Good damage. And, oh, looks like we've got some... Yep, they've lost both sides of it. So the main central section has been destroyed, but they've still got the stuff either side to rearm and refuel. Now, here's the problem. For a moment there, I temporarily lost command of the silo. Because, yep, we have taken damage here. We can see the missile silo itself has actually taken damage and some dirt's been unearthed around it. We've still got the computer, we've still got command, still taking damage to the entrance portal. Apologies to anyone that knows anything about the Titan 2s, and I'm getting everything wrong. As I said, it's just a rough, cartoonish representation, I guess. See, they're still able to fight. Let's go to max speed and see what happens. Because all we need is a couple of shots on these. There you go, look, it's targeting those. Not under command anymore. Let's target that ship there. Technically, that's a ship. I like the way, because it gets hit and it's got no motive power. It's just drifting. The problem now is that I'm not in command of it. We've lost command of the ship, of the structure. Yeah, we should technically lose. Out of call, so the Italian computer's gone. We can't command it anymore. But we are still able to fire. Luckily, everything we need to fire is actually in the silo itself. Because they're split, they've actually cut through the cableway, so this is going to be separate shortly. It's a victory. How do we win that? And that's actually, you know, cost opposed. I think that's about right. Let's have a look at the stats. So, twice as many dead, 66% accuracy, only half the ammo used, damage dealt pretty good. Well, I didn't think we'd win that. I really didn't. Anyway, I think we are going to leave it there. That's been a very, very, very much a mess around. Now, is this effective? I'm going to go no. I mean, yeah, we could try and argue the point that actually there are some uses and we have seen limited success there. Well, actually two wins, and you know it does look cool. And you know, there's any edge case scenarios that this would be okay, but because of the expense of this thing, because of the limitations that, to be fair, were self-imposed. We didn't need to make it like this. We didn't need to have this layout. We certainly don't need a targeting computer. Removing that's going to save us over 300. And also, we don't need as many crew. We could probably get it to about 1,800, I reckon. Probably even less when you consider we just need the missile silo, a couple of commands. I would probably make a very, very small cube that is pretty much just a couple of missile silos, then some ammo store, and then basically all the command stuff. And it would be, I would guesstimate it would fit in that form factor there. Something like that. I would guesstimate it would fit in something like that. But, you know, we might go ahead and do that. We might not. We might alter this. Overall, I've enjoyed building this, and it's been an interesting one. It might pop up in future series. We might use it, we might not. Some of the good things, I guess, a lot of this other area can be targeted, so the damage is spread across, and it is, like I say, cost effective because of the nature of static structure that you don't need all of the extra things. Overall, though, it is what it is. It's been a bit of fun. Hope you have enjoyed it. If you have any suggestions for changes or new designs and anything like that, then by all means, let us know in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.